Hi, everybody. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Long Distance Book Club. I'm one of your hosts, Logan.
And I am your other host, Hannah.
And this week we have a super special episode for you guys. We are short distance tonight.
Yes, I'm physically touching her with my toe.
Yes, we're touching. And
consensually.
Myself and my husband are in Pennsylvania this week on vacation visiting, and we got to go finish the Project Hail Mary, which was our March book of the month, and then also go watch the movie. So this episode, we're going to talk about the book first and then give you a good idea of what we thought about that, and then talk about the movie. So without further ado,
guess what else? We have special guests.
We do. Hannah, you want to tell them who our guests are?
Yes. So both of our husbands, my husband is Joshua, Logan's husband is Devvin, and this is the first book that they have read basically in their entire life besides schooling. So we forced them to read the books. Joshua literally finished it like 2 minutes before the lights went down in the movie theater and the movie started. Devin finished it the day before the movie. But alas, here we are. So yes, Joshua, say hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Devin. So how we normally get things kicked off whenever we talk about the book is we will give a brief synopsis and then we'll dive into our questions. But before we do, there are full spoilers going forward for the book. So if you want to read the book, pause this, go read the book, and then come back and listen. We're not going to be talking about the movie until later. So if you haven't seen the movie, that's okay.
Yeah.
So let's give a brief synopsis. And we thought it'd be fun to make Joshua and Devin tag team the synopsis. But it doesn't have to be like in detail, just like a brief overview for the people that maybe have forgotten.
Yeah. If somebody didn't know what the book was about, what would you say?
Okay, well, I think it kind of ping-pongs back and forth between, I guess, the past and the present within the book. The present would be him in the Hail Mary itself and a spaceship, and the past would be his preparation and the history of the background of what's his name again?
Ryland Grace,
Dr. Ryland Grace. What do you want to add to that, Devin?
I would just say there's an alien eating sunlight. And they've come up with this project to save Earth, figure out why there's a certain star in the galaxy that is not affected. So they've come up with this project Hail Mary to send a group of astronauts to the star that's unaffected, figure out why, and try to save their planet.
You're pretty good.
I think that's perfect. Yeah. Thank you. So before we go into our questions, I forgot to mention we have to say our star ratings.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I feel like I'm kind of at a disadvantage because I read this book already. And it was,
me too now.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
But I did not read this book in March. But it was my idea to read it in March since the book came out. Or no, the movie came out. So I read it a couple months ago, and I feel like everybody, if you've listened to the podcast already, you already know that I gave this book 5 stars. I've talked about it. I really liked it. I cried a lot in the book. So
wait, can we rate these in decimal stars or is it full stars?
You
can do however you want to.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah.
No rules.
So
half stars. If I were to make a Goodreads, would I be able to use halves or every decimal?
So Goodreads is still behind on the times, and they only use full stars. Fable, however, shout out Fable, they use quarter and half stars. So the choice is yours.
I've never heard of Fable, so I'm gonna go with the Goodreads.
Okay. So I have 5 stars. Hannah, what did you rate the book?
Okay, I gave it 3 stars.
Oh gosh.
I only gave it 3 stars.
It was 4.
The story was, I loved the story. I loved the characters, but the amount of science in this book really made my brain tired.
It's literally called a sci-fi.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm a sci-fi girly. Okay.
Okay. Joshua?
Okay, I'd have to go with a 4.
Ooh.
I was probably at a 3 though until the very last page.
Ooh, so the last page brought you up?
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Devin?
I'd have to go with the 3.
Ooh.
Because for those of y'all that don't know me or haven't, y'all have heard some misinformation that's on some of the podcasts that I've listened to, but there weren't any pictures. I'm a picture book guy. I can't read well.
Dude, it literally described in detail every little image of what this guy was saying.
No, I'm just playing. No, I did really like the book. This is the first book I've read voluntarily in probably 5 years. I actually like the science part of it because I was an earth science teacher for a few years and I've had to take science classes, so it wasn't all super foreign to me. The writing style was a little immature, a little bit. But the story itself was bad, but I wasn't going to come out the gate in my very first book that I read be like a 4 or 5. So
Do you mean bad is in a bad way? You thought the story was bad?
Like what was happening was bad?
I thought the story was fine. What did I say was bad? Did I say
You just said the story was bad.
I said I didn't think the story was bad.
Oh.
No, I thought it was a great story. I think it was a great idea.
You're basically Rylan Grace
No,
as a teacher.
not at all.
Can you save our planet?
No.
No.
You guys want to know a secret?
What?
The whole book, I pictured Rylan Grace as Devin.
Like actually?
No.
Okay, thanks guys. That's crazy. I'm the only one that rated it 5 stars.
I know when you guessed earlier before we started and you're like, I think you gave it a 4. I was like, okay, you keep thinking that.
So Hannah had told me a rundown of her March books so far because Hannah's read a lot of books in March so far. And she told me her star ratings. And
But without the titles.
They're basically all 3 or 4 stars. And I was like, oh, she gave it 4 stars. But I was disappointed that it wasn't a 5 star. And now I'm even more disappointed it's a 3 star.
I got to give everybody some information about Logan real quick.
Oh no.
I think Hannah knows where this is going.
Oh no.
Logan's a fraud. I want everybody to know that. Logan doesn't actually read.
Oh my gosh.
She listens to audiobooks at 2 times speed while getting ready for her day, talking to me, doing housely things. She is not actually taking this in. So she probably did give it a 5, but doesn't know what's going on.
Like to defend yourself.
I did not listen to this book. I read this book on my Kindle and a paper copy. And if anyone has a problem with audiobooks, you can catch me in the comments.
What percentage of books do you actually read word for word hard copy versus audio?
That's a good question.
I really only do audiobooks like maybe once a month.
That's not bad.
Twice a month.
Truth.
Is that the truth, Devin?
That is true. Any other time I'm on my phone, I'm watching YouTube videos about other people reading books.
Fight.
Okay.
Let's dive into our questions.
Yeah, we got to get back to the questions, guys. Okay, so we'll ask questions and
Get me started on your TBR.
Devin's never going to be allowed on the podcast.
Devin's a hater on
He's gonna
Logan's
get out.
physical TBR.
My physical TBR is over 50. So,
Wow.
how did you feel about the beginning of the book and Rylan Grace not knowing who he was and slowly waking up?
So, how did you feel about his temporary amnesia, Joshua? Did you like it? Like how he was slowly uncovering who he was, where he was, why he was?
Yeah, I like that. I actually think that the background it was more of my favorite of the entire novel.
So the flashback
story, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flashbacks I think made it for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm gonna combine this with our dual timeline question, and if you liked the fact that it was a dual timeline, So you did you like the fact that it bounced back and forth, or would you prefer it to be chronological?
I don't have too much reading experience since I just learned to read before I read this book.
I'm so glad you're literate.
Yeah, so I don't really have much to compare it to, but it's the first book I finished ever. So I'd say that I probably like that part of it because I did finish it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, Devin.
Even though it took me 3 months.
I thought it was really cool for the world building and storytelling aspect. And I enjoyed the dual timeline part because it emphasizes the importance of it later on when you find out he's not there in his own free will.
That's a good point.
He's done the entire process and we don't find out until very late in the book that he's forced to be there.
Dude, you were getting so deep.
Actually,
That's good. That's great. That's a great point.
That Devvin brought that up because that's one of our questions too. Is what do you think about Strat's decision to force Rylan to go save humanity? Morally, how do we feel about this decision?
Like, did she have the right to do that? Is it okay that she did that?
It did make me mad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But we gotta do what we gotta do. And, I mean, like, we're actually cooked right now.
Bro, put yourself in Strat's shoes though.
That's what I'm saying.
Put yourself in Rylan's shoes, though.
So you don't think it was okay, Logan?
No,
You-
it's not okay.
Wow. I think that if he was the only hope to save humanity, send him to, where'd he go again? Tau
City.
City. Send that boy to Tau City.
She's been saying Tau Chetty this whole time.
I've been saying CD in my head. It is what it is. But no, I think
This whole week we've learned a lot of new, different, cool slang from Devin and Logan since they've been here.
Oh yeah, Logan and Devin are a lot more hip than me and Joshua, and they've been teaching us lots of.
For example, TC instead of Tau City. Is that what you just said? What'd you just say?
it's a Tau CT.
Oh. I thought you just abbreviated it.
No. I do think Rylan Grace has, I can't say the word I was gonna say. I think he is a bit of a punk.
Oh,
Bit of a what?
Punk.
because he didn't want to ruin his life and die.
I agree with you, Devin. Be brave.
You're gonna die regardless, like from what's at stake.
Mhm.
And if the scientist died less than a week before you're supposed to go, who are you gonna be able to train up in that amount of time?
That's true.
Like, they're gonna be cooked when they get there.
Also, I feel like, I don't know if we should ever bring religion into this, but I feel like that makes it easier if we were to put ourselves in their shoes. Just saying, like, yeah, religion kind of makes things a little bit more clear cut. Like, you put it in perspective, like, who cares? We're all gonna die anyway. But like, if you know where you're going.
I also think it was very naive of him to think that he was that involved. And as the book progresses, everybody's like, oh, yeah, you're like the second guy in command. Like, you actually know more about this than anybody. So for him to not even ever cross his mind that he could potentially be going.
Well, and they told us in the beginning whenever he had the coma gene too, like the coma resistant gene, I was like, oh, something's fishy here.
Right. Like, whenever somebody told him and he was unaware,
Yeah.
like, that would have tipped me off. Like, I would have asked Strat the question, like, hey, when were you going to tell me this?
Yeah.
Why haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I would like to say, oh, yeah, I saw it coming in that moment. But no, I wouldn't. It makes sense now in retrospect, but I definitely didn't see that part coming. It did make me mad in the moment, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He said multiple times that he didn't want to do it, but I do understand what you're saying. Like, if he was so high up in the chain of command, he should have known something was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
One of our other questions is, and obviously Hannah's kind of already answered this.
Okay.
How did we feel about all of the science aspects?
Oh, yeah.
Of it? You didn't like it, Hannah?
I didn't. I read it, but like I didn't retain any of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to like actually understand it, I would have probably had to like reread it a lot of times and think about it. And I didn't fully understand the sciencey stuff. I understood it enough.
Well, so I've learned through this experience that Hannah does not read every detail. And well, I knew this from past podcasts that she doesn't picture things in her head.
Real fans know this already.
Yeah, real fans.
People who actually
I see you,
listen to
Dr.
every
Terry.
episode know this already.
But yeah, she doesn't analyze every detail. Like I will literally reread probably 4 sentences in a row just to make sure I've pictured every detail perfectly and made sure like the science made sense. I've reread several paragraphs of Hail Mary.
Are y'all like that?
I did not do that.
Me neither.
If it was like too sciencey,
Devin,
I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't really reread anything, but I definitely envisioned stuff in my head.
And
I
like
think
tried to.
So Hannah, you like don't have anything, like you don't
You
visualize.
got nothing going on up there.
It's just hot air blowing around. No.
No.
You guys know that monkey that claps cymbals?
No, I see like a vague outline of things, but it's like not super detailed and it could change like as it goes on. It's like a very loose image, you
talking
know?
about when she reads.
Mhm.
Yeah, I see a whole cinematic masterpiece in my brain, which
Is that what you do, Devin?
we'll talk about later.
Oh yeah, like I definitely had an idea of what I thought the scenes were gonna look like. Some flops, but some hit.
We're not talking about the movie yet.
Oh, my bad.
TBD.
No, I think he did. I think the author did a good job, or Ryland Grace did a good job of describing things to a T, to where like I had a pretty good idea or understanding of what was going on.
Yeah, I agree.
Like from the specs of the ship to all the measurements they were doing. But I think I have more experience in that to understand that than like the average person walking around.
Also, my United Statesian brain, whenever they started mentioning like kilometers and Celsius, I was like,
Peace out.
loading.
Okay, I also have a question I want to add, but I'll do this one first.
I also have a trivia question.
Okay. Did you see the alien aspect coming? Or did you know about it beforehand?
Like, did you expect aliens to be there? I wrote this question because I was shocked when the aliens were there. I'm not gonna lie.
I wasn't shocked because I knew about it beforehand, but
No, that's insane. We're 6 chapters in, and he's like in space already.
Okay.
That's exactly what Josh was
We
saying.
got 24 more chapters.
What? I didn't say that.
Maybe Devin said that.
Yeah, Devin said that.
Aliens.
Never mind.
Because I seriously, okay, I think it was fine that there's aliens in it, but I got a little bit bored, to be honest, in like the middle of the book.
with Rocky.
Yeah, slightly bored with the like present day, like I'm in the spaceship, like with this alien.
Mm-hmm.
That bored me slightly. Like I was excited to hear about the past more, but as it progressed, Rocky kind of grew fonder, you know.
That's crazy. Rocky was my favorite character. So Hannah, you didn't see the alien aspect of it?
No, which also is maybe because I've never read a sci-fi book before. I don't know if that's a common occurrence in sci-fi.
This
I
was
have a picture in her head.
or she can't visualize it. This
can't
was my first sci-fi book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see aliens coming. Whenever that happened, I was like, oh, this just got good. Because before it was basically just a bunch of science. And I was like, oh. And then I was like, ooh, something interesting.
The question I want to ask that we did not write down is how emotional did the book make you reading through everything? Because I obviously cried, but that's to be expected.
Naturally. That's to be expected.
Yeah. So did it get you emotionally?
I teared up, especially like whenever they said like goodbye to each other, whenever they thought that it was goodbye, you know? I like teared up a little bit because I was like, oh, that's so sad. They love each other. They're besties, you know? Now they're literally never going to see each other ever again because they're on different solar systems.
Yeah. And when we were on the way to Pennsylvania in a 17-hour car ride, I read a couple chapters out loud to Devin, so I don't know why he's hating on audiobooks. And that's literally what I did. How many? A couple, two?
One.
Well, anyway, and I was reading the chapter where Rocky was like, I've been out here for so long and I fail. And I was bawling my eyes out in the car.
Bad.
Yeah, I was so distraught.
No, that was definitely sad. But being able to make fun of you crying like allowed me to not also get super, super wrapped up in any type of depressive episode.
Okay, but what about the rest of the book's emotions?
No, it was a heavy. I'd say it was like borderline like a heavy read in certain times when they're talking with Rocky.
I think I only got like emotional maybe once, and I can't even tell. Maybe it was like when they said bye.
Yeah.
But I wasn't as emotional as I thought I would be.
Yeah.
Hannah, what was your trivia question?
Oh, does anybody remember the temperature of astrophage?
97.
96.3 degrees Celsius or something like that.
I think
The answer since you
I'm pretty sure it's 96.4. 96.4. But I don't know if that's true. Logan, will you Google it? No, she want me to Google it.
Book out.
I don't have a book.
Yeah, I have my phone.
Joshua will Google it. We'll come back to that. I'm just curious if anyone remembers.
Anyway.
Wait, is it 96.4 like the temperature of the human body?
That's 98.6.
Oh, thank you.
And that's also
96.4
Fahrenheit.
96.415 degrees Celsius.
Okay, so that's hot.
It's about 190.
Yeah, it's 205 degrees.
That's pretty spot on.
0.5
Okay.
degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Hannah clearly gets her Celsius and Fahrenheit confused.
Wow.
It's boiling, right?
Okay, so that was Does anyone have any last minute thoughts that they want to add?
Oh, yeah.
The book?
Yeah.
Open position in the movie?
Open floor. Anything you want to say about the book? Did y'all like Ryland Grace in the book?
I loved Ryland Grace.
I think Ryland Grace is a cornball.
I knew you were going to say that, and I'm offended.
Yeah, because the whole time I was like, I think Riley Grace and Hannah are just alike.
Maybe that's why I love him.
I mean, like, obviously minus the science and the man and the teacher part, but I just like all of his sayings and like,
his little goofballness.
His not cussing. I thought that was just you.
And I love him, maybe because I love myself.
I also think I might have graded it a little bit harshly, but I do that with everything. So I gotta set the bar like medium high.
You're like me. You're a tough critic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any problems with the book. I'm just not gonna give it a super rating off rip like that. But also I've been challenged by Logan to read one book a month, which is cool for me.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's 9 more books coming this year. And
please.
Surely Project Hail Mary is not going. Surely there's got to be something to top it,
Oh no,
I'm sure there will be.
Makes the rest of so Devin has asked me to help him pick out books. So I get to pick out 2 books to every one, right? So I already know what book I'm going to make him read next.
Can you tell us or no?
Yeah, I'm going to make him read The Troop by Nick Cutter. Do you remember that book I read?
Yeah.
About the
Is that something I should read?
It's a horror book.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It was the first horror book I ever read, and it was.
I remember you telling me about it.
It was interesting.
We gotta make a bookstore trip for you, Georgie, for your next book.
I think he'll like it, but yeah. So that was the book.
Shall we transition to the movie?
What do y'all think of the end of the because so
We
Josh
talk more about the book, guys.
Okay. Here.
He said he had it at a 3, and so the last page. So you obviously put the ending a good bit.
Yeah, so I made a comment, like I was like pressure time. I was like trying to finish this book, and Devin every 5 minutes was asking me, "Hey, where you at? Like, what's happening in the book? I want to know." Like, and so I'd give him a brief, 1 sentence about where I'm at in the book, and I was like, "Why on earth would he turn back to save Rocky and not go back to Earth? Like, I in a heartbeat would go back to Earth." Also, Ryland Grace is not married, correct? So
You mean like you would not?
Yes.
he has children, as in his school children.
Yeah.
And so that's where it came full circle for me, was when the last part of the book, 12 claws raised their hand. That was like, it was literally the ending of the book that made it a 4 for me.
That was
because he got to get back to like what everything,
His
like, yeah, it was like his reason for life on Earth, but now he has it over here in what's it called? Iridian. No, he is an Iridian, right?
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Arid.
Yeah.
So, are you saying that you would not have gone back to save Rocky?
I don't think I would have. No, I would have probably saved. It's probably like the human instinct in me that would have been like, I don't know 100% that these beetles got back to Earth. I'm definitely gonna save Earth and then find a way to get back to Rocky. As long as he doesn't kill himself, basically, like he should still be there, lost in space, as long as his own kind didn't find him already. So there's like, he had that chance of his own kind coming for him too.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Because you were sent there to save Earth.
Yeah.
And you're not sure
like
if the Beatles.
complete the mission. Maybe that's just the Air Force in me.
That is very true.
I mean, he did. Yeah.
I don't say that very often.
That is very true.
I think it was a heroic decision by Grace to go back.
Would it not have been a heroic decision to go back to Earth though?
I think
and leave his friend?
With everything that had gone on, I think the Beatles were foolproof. All the checks and measures they went through, they wouldn't have put it on the ship if they didn't know it was going to work. So I think he did right by trusting the Beatles, but I do think, like I mentioned him being slightly a punk earlier, I think it came out in the end. You didn't want to go on an extra long car ride, so you just decided to stay.
Yeah.
Let your bones fall apart and sit in a dark little hole instead of just go back home. But everybody he knows would have been like actually probably
old,
and gone, either dead or old by the time he got back.
Go ahead. I have some
separate. Dead or old, but also he remembered late that he was like kind of betrayed. So like, what is he going back to? Some mean people.
But I think he understood it I think he made peace with it in the end. Like,
it was literally all about his kids though in the classroom. So like he was going back to them.
Well, they would have been
out of school.
They would have been
Yeah.
older than him by then.
His new kids, like he would have had new kids.
No, I'm going back to get my get back, bro. I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying, bro.
What do you think he would have said to Strat? Since he doesn't really swear.
Wait, didn't he say what he would have said to Strat or no?
Like he's just said he would let her have it.
Mm-hmm. I would have said,
I'm getting my
you're
get back.
welcome.
Bro, I knew so many Strats in the military.
Let's not name drop. In the book, did y'all okay, this maybe is because I don't normally read sci-fi, and there's always usually either murder or some kind of love in the books that I read.
Yeah.
I expected Strat and like Ryland Grace to like have a relation of some sort.
I kind of thought that
Did
too
you?
for a second.
Yeah.
For a second.
Yeah.
I did not. I think that woman has no personality.
I think that she was really flat affect in the book.
Well,
I won't say what I thought about the movie just yet.
Yeah.
No shot. Not even a little bit. I'm not big on that. Like, we got a job to do.
Yo,
that's how Strat was.
We've got to talk about those two scientists.
Say that.
Y'all see what mess around happens. They should have never even been in the same area. That was Strat's whole thing.
That's true. That's true.
The primary and secondary group are not to be together.
That's so that they didn't die on the way in a car crash. Or
I got a phrase that I'm not going to say, but I'll enlighten you all later. But
mess around and find out.
No. Logan has frowned at me. I'm not going to say it, but
I can say it, but I'm going to think it.
You can't do that to our listeners.
That's what happens. That's exactly what happens.
That's right, my listeners.
And so everything that Strat put safe holds in to avoid, they overstepped those boundaries, and ultimately Grace had to like go to the chopping block because of them not following the rules.
That's true. You loved that conversation that Dubois and Annie Shapiro. Mm-hmm. Whenever Dubois was like, "We're having sexual relations," just thought you should know.
I actually LOL'd.
He did.
Josh is older than all of us, and he's trying so hard to be cool. He's trying to fit in with us youngsters.
That was a really funny.
LOL came out before you even knew how to text Logan.
I didn't.
Did you have LOL on Instant Messenger?
Yeah. When I am.
Okay. Any last comments about the book? So we can still talk about the book in a second.
That's true. If you have any other thoughts.
From here on out, we will be adding in information about the movie. So if you have not watched the movie, pause it, go watch it, and then come back. Because from here on out, we're going to talk about spoilers.
Spoiler!
So, all right. Biggest question. Do we think that this book was a good book to movie adaptation?
I have a qualm.
Yes.
I thought about something today. Ryan Gosling and Ryland Grace have the same initials. Isn't that kind of funny? I don't think Ryan Gosling I don't think he portrayed Ryland. Wait, I don't think Ryan Gosling portrayed Ryland Grace.
It was literally a comedy.
Movie?
The movie was a comedy.
It was pretty funny.
Are you saying that in a positive way or a negative way?
I think
kind of a negative way because the book was not a comedy.
But you're saying the movie was a lot more funny.
The movie was literally a comedy.
It was pretty funny.
Right, Devin?
Well, do we think, the big question is, do we think it was a good adaptation?
No.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so either.
Ooh.
The vibe was not the same as the book.
And
then the details didn't match it.
I completely agree.
Bro.
Yeah.
I don't think it was dark enough.
I think that as a separate thing, the movie was really good.
Yes.
But I don't think it was a good adaptation of the movie.
I agree. I think and I told my sister this earlier, if you read the book and watched the movie, then I think you were disappointed. But if you did not read the book and you just went into the movie, then you probably did enjoy it because you don't know what you were missing out on.
Yeah.
I will say, I will never be one of those people to tell somebody else, like, if you read the book, don't watch the movie.
Yeah.
Because I still enjoy watching movies.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't ever look at this movie as the same storyline as the book, though, because it was that different almost.
Yeah.
in details. Like, it was like two different books in a way, or two different storylines. Experiences. Yeah.
My mom and Logan and I are in a group chat, and she asked me what I thought, and I think I did actually say, like,
You didn't like it?
I'm not going to read a book and then go watch a film like ever again because I was that disappointed.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, but like, I've never read the Harry Potters, but I absolutely love the movies. I've been to like 2 or 3 midnight releases as a kid. Like, I probably will read the Harry Potters one day. Do you think I'm going to be disappointed in the movies? Probably not, because I had such a good experience with the movies.
I've heard
You've already seen the movies with
First.
Yeah. You had no expectation.
Yeah.
Or prior knowledge.
I've heard somebody say before, I don't know who it was, but they treat a movie and they treat a book like the same thing, even though it's like an adaptation. They treat it as like two completely different experiences. So sometimes you have to almost like look at it objectively, but that's very hard as readers when we're fresh out of reading the book, because I can't look at it objectively because I just got done reading it and I'm like, no, that's not how I pictured things at all.
In fact, Joshua literally was at the movie theater in the hallway reading the
Reading the book, yeah.
The people behind us,
I was like, breakfast.
Yeah, you finished that morning. The people behind us in the movie theater were like, "Oh shoot, you're serious? You gotta finish the book." I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta go out in the hallway and finish this book." I had 10 pages left.
Yeah.
No, I looked over at Logan. We might have been 5 or 10 minutes into the movie, and I told Logan, like, I already don't like it.
Oh no.
Gonna like it.
I hated the way Rocky looked. He didn't look
Creepy.
like he didn't look sleek enough. I pictured his carapace like as so like hard edges and like sleek.
Yeah.
Even though they say he looked like a rock, like I pictured it more like a camo wrap, not like this like, I don't know, sandstone looking Rocky.
I pictured black and shiny, almost like ebony for some reason.
Yeah, I pictured shiny too.
Already know. Oh, tell her, Devin.
No. Logan thought this was going to be a live action Wally adaptation.
I did not. I was purposefully picturing Rocky as Wally. But I knew that's not what he looks like. Like, obviously, Wally's cute. Well, he's cute. Multiple legs and isn't like made out of metal or whatever. But I was picturing Wally because it was little claws, you know?
I pictured it a lot more arachnid like a lot more creepy, spidery.
Yeah, I feel like more creepy.
Yeah, definitely more creepy.
Yeah. But
the movie was funny. We all laughed a lot.
It was really cute.
Like the thumbs down, thumbs up thing was funny.
Oh yeah, that was a good addition because they didn't have that in the book.
The fist bump thing was funny. Yeah.
I do think that there were funny moments, and I still cried specifically when Strat ran out there. And of course, this was not in the book, but specifically when Strat ran out there to sing "Sign of the Times" by Harry Styles.
I like that. That was a good thing.
I did not know that was by Harry Styles.
I didn't know that either.
I thought that was an old song.
No.
Well, shows how much we know about pop culture. I'm literally the youngest one here.
But that scene made me super emotional, and also getting to see Rocky like again talk about that same thing where he's like, "I've been alone," but there are so many details that were missed out in the movie, which I know is a given because you can't have every single book detail in the movie because it would be like,
you could. It would just be that much more budget. I hate that. It's like
significantly longer.
If this book truly was that good, they should have spent the budget on it.
But we missed out so much on like relationships, like even Strat and Grace and Grace and Rocky, like we missed out on some really cool conversations that were building their relationship because they didn't put it in.
I think in the movie, Ryland, Grace, and Rocky, I feel like that their relationship was not as deep as it was in the book. And then I feel like in the movie, Ryland, Grace, and Strat, there were definitely more romantic undertones in the movie. Did y'all get that? I felt like there was more romantic undertones. Devin's like, no.
Just looking, you're fishing for that kind of stuff.
I think so too. I think there were bedroom.
Like there was definitely bedroom eyes.
And I thought that too.
There was definitely bedroom eyes when she was singing, and she was like, this is for you.
I don't know. I don't think it, like we said, there's not enough like screen time to get all the details in. My favorite movies are the Lord of the Rings movies. Like, let's make that Joker 5 hours long.
You're like, if we gotta do it, we gotta do it.
Because
Yes, I agree.
the story building aspect in the very beginning was super rushed. Like, I was like, man, we're in this project ASAP.
Already.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that the movie started in the spaceship.
Yeah, we missed like a lot of the coma.
Yeah.
The book started in the space.
I guess so, but like
They did bypass a lot of.
It went quick.
Yeah.
yeah, they need to switch back right away. They didn't do that. They didn't give us the flashback.
The machine
Right?
told Ryland that he was Ryland Grace.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And in the book, it was like, I'm not doing anything.
Oh, I hated that.
The machine was a lot more interactive. The arms were a lot more interactive in the movie.
I hated that.
And back to like the Rocky and Ryland
Romance?
friendship.
Rockmance.
I don't think the movie expanded enough on how smart Rocky was.
I agree.
As an engineer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like they were equally as smart in very different ways.
Yes.
And I think Rocky could build things and he was a little bit smart, but it was like a Batman and Robin type thing.
For sure.
Or like he's got like this like toddler he's bringing along with him.
Yeah.
To do this.
And correct me if I'm wrong, because Joshua and I did bring both of our children, so we didn't see 100% of the movie. But correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like if I would not have read the book first, I feel like I would have been very confused in the movie about all the sciencey things. Like things were not like explained nearly as well in the movie. Obviously, because there's not enough time. But did y'all get that too? Like there wasn't enough detail for me to get what was actually going on with all the amoebas and all that stuff.
Like microbiology wise?
Maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you get the general idea, but if they did expand, people like Hannah would just tune out.
That's true.
Because it's too sciencey.
That's true. I need a little bit to understand, but not too much to bore me. I know what you mean, though.
My sister went and watched it tonight with her friend, and her friend was like, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
And my sister read the book, and her friend did not, and he was like, I was confused a lot.
Okay, I feel like that would have been me.
Yeah, I mean, I could see how you would be missing key points of it.
Yeah.
One of the questions that we had was, what did you guys think of Ryan Gosling being casted as Ryland Grace? Because I know that really bothered Hannah.
I would like to point this question at the boys. Did y'all picture Ryland Grace to be unattractive or attractive or medium?
Well, I already said he looked like Devvin.
So
no, but seriously, I think that he should have been casted like much nerdier.
Yeah.
Or make Ryan Gosling look nerdier. Like they made him look like a handsome man.
In the book, he just
it was like, yeah.
In the book, they described him as a nerd, but as a strong. Like,
they said so many times
muscles.
They said so many times in the book, they're like, I have all these muscles and I don't know what I use them for. And I'm like, are you trying to like flex on us? Like, what are you?
Yeah, but I don't feel like that was displayed in the movie.
They said that
in the book multiple times. He was like, I have all these muscles and I don't know what I use them for.
Abs.
Yeah. Josh was like, I missed that part.
That's because they explained that was because of the robot. No, the robot was working the guy during the coma.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I didn't make those connections.
In the movie,
he didn't have those abs before.
He's on the whiteboard. He wrote down why muscles on the whiteboard in the movie.
So he
actually, I think, almost gained muscle, or maybe he didn't gain muscle, but he was like toned from the machine, like helping him.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that.
He likely like lost some fat percentage as well, getting the like base nutrients that he needed, no excess, no nothing.
But what did you think about Ryan Gosling?
I didn't really care.
I like Ryan Gosling.
I like Ryan Gosling, just not in this movie.
I don't think that I had any trouble with it because I already knew Ryan Gosling was going to be. Wait, I think I just said that backwards. I already knew Ryan Gosling was going to be Ryland Grace. So, unfortunately, I was picturing him the whole time.
You knew that when you read the book?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. When did you read the book?
Like December.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I kind of told them this yesterday. But just the way that he was like, that Ryan Gosling was portraying Ryland Grace in the beginning, I feel like didn't match up with Ryland Grace's personality in the book. I felt like it was a bit of a disconnect. Like, I feel like he was really trying really hard to be super cool in the movie. Like, he was, not that Ryan Gosling was trying to be cool, but he was trying to make Dr. Grace cool, if that makes sense. And I don't think they tried that hard in the book.
I feel like what you're trying to say is Ryland Grace. I bet he was a quirky nerd.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they took the quirky aspect of that and shoved it into this like handsome Ryan Gosling, like the quirkiness turned into comedy.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And I think they ran with that a little bit too far, too hard. They didn't have to do that.
That's a really
to make
good way to say that.
to make it a good movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Strat also like was grilling him about only being cool to kids. So he was like the cool teacher.
Yeah.
So he did have like at least a little bit of coolness to him.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't really care about the casting. I don't like how it started. Like immediately he explored the whole ship, got into the Russian astronauts vodka, where he didn't see that until the very end of the book. Like stuff like that. That's probably when I looked over at Logan when he was like just trashed in whatever room he was in.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna like
the vodka thing ticks me off a little bit. And then also like the fact that he climbed the ladder right after he woke up. Like
Yeah.
it took him forever to get up that ladder.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was weak.
I can't remember. I think he ended up like back in the bed at some point.
Definitely. I think like twice or something in the book.
He I think it might have taken him a couple days or
The
something.
living quarters was way bigger
Oh yeah.
than in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no. Were the living quarters the smallest room?
Yeah, in the book.
It was like he said it was just big enough for him to stand.
And it was massive in the movie.
Yeah, it was like at least 20 feet tall and the 20 or 30 feet tall.
I didn't picture it like that because they did say like the two beds were like on the wall, like stacked, like bunk beds almost. So I pictured at least like 10-foot ceilings.
Mm.
They did a little bit too much with the ship to me, like with that room with all the screens and stuff so you could see back home and things like that. I wasn't crazy about that. I think they wasted a lot of like valuable screen time that could have been used for world building or something in the movie on that specific room.
That wasn't in the book.
That wasn't in the book, you're right.
Okay, does anybody have anything that they really loved about the movie?
Kind of like we said earlier, I thought that like by itself it was a really good movie. Like I love that it was lighthearted, even though it was like a very like emotional thing, talking about like sacrificing your life to save the world. And even though this part wasn't in the book, I did like whenever she came in and was singing that song because I kind of just, I feel like it just like hit, I don't know, it made it seem really powerful. The fact that all
to Earth.
That's a good one. But I feel like it made it seem really powerful that like all these people were like sacrificing their lives to go. And he's like, I don't understand because Dr. Grace in the movie was like, I don't understand because they're literally about to die. Why are they all so happy? You know what I mean? And I just thought that was a really good, part of the movie.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I don't know. I can't separate the two. I just actually can't. So I think that it was a not good. I don't think it was a good adaptation. And I think that the parts that were missing were so big to me that it just made the book it made the movie not great.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
I was disappointed, especially because it was 2 hours and 36 minutes long. Like that was a long movie.
Yes, indeed.
Them to still have been missing so much and to have added that screen room, like Devin said. And
at the end, that it was dark.
Yes, and his planet.
And he was old.
Oh yeah.
They did not when they like made
I
it
hated
to
that
the
too.
beach. That was not in the book.
He was also like 70 years old at the end of the book.
They did give him anything he wanted to be comfortable with, like on Aaron.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to
like I actually was gonna say I loved the beach scene.
I didn't.
I absolutely loved that.
Because Dr. Grace would have loved nothing more than to explore that planet because he's a scientist.
Yeah, but he can't. The gravity's too heavy. If you would have stopped to read that fact,
if you weren't listening to it on.
Oh my god.
No, that's a very key detail. Like he said it was like super dark on the way to the classroom.
Well, no, the planet is dark.
I know.
Yeah,
In the movie, the planet was dark too, but
They had the screen.
It had the dome of like the sunlight to make it look like Earth.
Yeah.
that was in the book too, the bioluminescent lighting to simulate sun.
Maybe I just missed that detail.
They like they gave him everything at the end of the book to make it.
He talked about it being dark, and his only things for him to look at were like colorful rocks, not a whole beach.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah, but I thought the beach was cool. I did.
I did not.
It's just a key detail that was changed. That you're good at compartmentalizing the book versus the movie, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Also, I thought it would have been real cool for him to have actually got in on the organ to teach his class.
Yeah.
But again, it looked like he just got there that week or something whenever he was teaching.
We also didn't get to see him try to eat the amoeba to survive. I mean, we didn't really see it in the book either, but they talked about it in the book.
Oh,
you remember how
they didn't have power outage together in the movie either. They only had power outages after they split.
That's true. What I was gonna say about the ending. Sorry, Devin just laid on me and now I lost my train of thought. What I was gonna say about the ending is I also didn't like it in the movie because the book, or we see him say, hey, like our scientists are ready to send you back to Earth if you want, take your time. But he's sitting on an Earth scene beach on their planet. Like, I don't know. I did not like the ending in the movie. I still like the teacher scene because I still like how Josh said earlier, he came back to his passion on a different planet and never lost that side of him. And I still really like that part, but I did not like the end scene at all.
He also ended the movie ended without them knowing if Earth was saved or not.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, because we see Strat.
We see that, but that doesn't get back to them.
But I bet it's an assumption.
Well,
Oh, that's true. That's
they
true.
show like the Talmiba in the box, like being wheeled into the.
I think it's because in the end he had essentially just gotten there. I mean, plus or minus. But like in the book, it was like decades later.
Right.
So that's why we knew. Yeah.
You know, a detail that I really loved that the movie had that the book didn't was the little detail of the little Earth hacky sack.
Yeah.
From the classroom that he would throw at the kids and say, it's lava, like answer the question quick.
Mm-hmm.
I love that Strat when she walked into his classroom the first time to like say like, are you Rylan Grace? You know, is this your paper? Like she took that and he was like, oh, it's lava. And she's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
I like that she held on to that until that moment that she like tossed it back to him.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that?
I do remember. It's just like save the Earth or whatever.
That was probably like one of the coolest details I saw the movie did that the book didn't.
That was really cool.
I liked how in the beginning Carl was cool. Like in the book, he was cool.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
And then they went on like a Lowe's trip together.
That was really cool. I like that.
That was cool too. Yeah.
That was a really funny part.
Yeah, getting to see them like build their relationship together, where he's like, "Yeah, we're doing it," and then he also watches him as he gets kidnapped, and he's like, "You can do it. Save the world."
Yeah.
They could have explained why he was having the flashbacks still, though. They didn't do that in the movie.
You're right.
That's true.
Like how he got drugged.
I think we're being like, guys, go watch the movie. It's not a terrible movie.
It's really not. I liked it.
I'm just hypercritical.
No, I think that's all of us, I guess.
In different ways.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it because I did. I obviously still cried, and it was cool to watch something else that I read get on the screen. But I think that it could have been done better.
The question was a detail about the movie that we did like.
Yeah.
Yes.
I liked whenever he said how long, like when he would say Adrian's name in his language, you could tell he was really getting into it. Like he really loved Adrian. Yeah. And then
she waited so long.
Yeah. And they had been together for like 120 something years. And he was like, it's not enough. Oh, that's just so sweet. I think Logan started crying when he said that.
That's cute.
Yeah.
So I think
dude, you're such a romantic.
I am, dude.
He is.
I can learn a thing or two.
Oh, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. I feel like we've kind of already answered this last question, but is there anything that you wish could have been done differently or any aspect from the book that you wish would have been made into the movie? But I feel like
we kind of answered that too, unless you don't have anything to add.
Just slow down the first like 5 scenes a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the coma thing is probably the thing that irritated me the most.
About the movie?
Yes, like straight out the gate, you're gonna mess it up like that. And because that was a huge, huge part of the book. He didn't know who he was, didn't know where he was, didn't know why he was anything. And all of a sudden this machine is just telling you like that really grinded my gears.
And like we gotta scratch the movie room. Like we talked in the book, even in the movie, like everything has to be useful. Like nothing can be wasteful. If you've got a whole room like that, as big as it was in the spaceship, it's a waste of space and utility and resources for the mission. Strat in the book would have never had that jump. And
That's a waste of resources.
Not my Strat.
Any final details? Questions, comments, concerns?
I will just say for you wives, girlfriends, single ladies out there who know a guy that doesn't like to read or hasn't picked up a book for a while, I will say this was an awesome experience for me. I think Devin would say the same, that it actually has boosted my courage to go ahead and pick up a different book and try reading again. So
I could actually cry.
I think I just became more attracted to my husband.
Josh is like, yes. That's so sweet. Yeah, I think this is a good book to start at, right, Heather?
Yeah, I think so too. I would also like to say just
Something bad about me.
closing statement. I do eat the whole cinnamon roll. All right. I think it's episode 3, maybe, that Logan says I'm a freak and I eat the cinnamon roll. That's not true. And also, if you're hearing this and you're maybe, what episode is this? Do we know?
I think 14.
Okay.
Or 15.
Say you just listened to episode 17 and you're trying to figure out where Devin and Josh are.
Oh my goodness.
So this isn't actually our podcast.
but we will be back. We will be back.
Yeah. So if you guys liked having Devin and Josh on the podcast, then just comment down below.
Let us know.
And we will get them
Start our own.
back to the studio. Make them read some more books. Check out their Goodreads later. Maybe we can add their Goodreads.
I really want them to create a Goodreads. Goodreads or Fable.
Probably good.
Maybe we can just do like ads for them in the future, or we just pop in the middle of their podcast.
Yes, once we become sponsored. Yes, you can do our sponsorship readings once we get those.
Yeah. Okay. Any last things with the books? Book/movie?
Can I go ahead and announce our April
You sure
book?
can, girl.
Okay, so for April, we will be reading Just Friends by Haley Pham. It is a contemporary romance. It's her debut novel. So the boys will not be back for that one. They're both making. Oh, Joshua said,
"Maybe try it." It's really cool because we've talked about it. I think I talked about it last week. Haley is cool, or it's cool that Haley historically has rated books and read books more or less how we do it.
Makes book content.
Yeah, makes book content. So I think it's cool that we are going to read one of her books or read her first book.
Yes.
And so we'll talk about that next month. So you have plenty of time to go get it and read it, and we will catch you guys next episode.
Yep, we'll see y'all in April.
Can I play the piano on the way out?
Yeah, you can. Sure.
Yes, go ahead. Play the piano outro music for us, Devin.
Bye, YouTube. Subscribe.
Bye, YouTube.